What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be training chest and back, and I am going to be using the brand new Mega Mass pieces that we have here at Roman Empire Gym, starting with the VType Linear Row. So I'm going to load up some weight on it, we're going to get warmed up, and then we're going to move into the heavy sets. Loading it up with some 45s. I've already pretty much tried the machine, doing all these demo videos for the gym, so the 45 already felt pretty light. We're going to go with that. This machine is a little weird. There's two different ways you could use it. The first one is doing like a bent over row for your rear delts. The other way, which I never would have guessed, is you're actually going to be doing a dumbbell row with it by standing sideways. And when you stand here, you can row it into your hips. That feels pretty good. We're going to throw a 25 on it, and then we're going to start our first working set. We're going to do 4 working sets on this, same way that I just did. It's going to feel fucking great. All right, we're going to start with the right arm. We're going to do 15 reps here. One thing to note is when you're rowing, you want to dig your elbow into your hip. Oh my gosh, dude. That starts getting pretty heavy quick, but I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite machines. One, just because of how different it is, but two, is just, I love that it allows you, like most people, they make the mistake when doing a dumbbell row of bringing their hand to their chest. But what you really wanna do is bring your elbow to your hips so you can really engage the lats. And this machine almost forces you to do that just because of the angle. Now, one of the things I forgot to do was start my watch, and that really sucks. So make sure you start the workout. I do this just because I like to keep track of my heart rate, just like to see where I'm at. And I'm usually at around 150 whenever I'm done with my set. And then once it gets down to like 130, that's when we get back to it. All right, here we go. We're gonna go a little bit more of an angle here. Try to like be as strict as you can with the form, but at the end, bro, sometimes you just got to power through it. And that's usually what you want. When you're going to failure, you're trying, like the whole reason that you're aiming for a rep range is just a guide to how much weight you need to use. So when someone's like, do 8 to 10 reps, you're just picking a weight where you're going to fail in that range. And so a lot of you are counting the reps, but it's just a gauge. All right, we're going to be doing this Watson linear row. This thing is insane. It allows you to like rest your back on this pad. So you're almost doing like a bent over row without the momentum. So we're gonna load it up, get the settings adjusted. We're gonna hit some back. The further down the seat is, the higher up it's gonna row. And then the further up you push it, you're gonna get more of a barbell row. So that's actually what I'm gonna aim for here. We're gonna start off the movement like this. Think of a bent over row, and you're just kind of using your butt to get rid of the momentum. So. Now that feels amazing, dude. I love good gym equipment, man. I'm still adjusting on like what angle I want, but I'd say about right here. And the challenge is just making sure that like you're kind of pushing your chest forward, but you're also bringing those elbows back and getting an insane squeeze on your back. It's like, it's so important when you're training that you're connected with the muscle. You can't just like go through the motions. You have to really, one of the things that I do, I don't know if I hear a lot of people talk about it, but you have to make sure that you catch your breath. And what I mean is that I will use my breath, and as I'm rowing, I create pressure. So it's, now don't do it for too long. You'll get an overexertion headache. It is the most terrible thing ever. But you want to make sure that you're using your oxygen and inflate, and you'll notice you can make your contractions so much harder, and you're going to be able to get a whole lot more just dense muscle from doing that. Let's go. If you've never done a chest and back superset, like a chest and back workout, you've got to give it a try. A lot of people do the bro split, which is they train chest and then they train triceps or chest and biceps. But if you do what I'm doing right now, is chest and back, then have an arm day, which includes shoulders, bicep, tricep, and then you have a leg day. So you could swap it. You could do quads on that day, whole legs, hamstrings, but that split is what I've been doing for a long time. And there's just something different about hitting your back exercises and then going in the chest, and your upper body just looks stupid, bro. Now you can't be afraid to use a little momentum at the end, dog. Like, I get it when you want to be isolated, and it's amazing, especially when you're training your first like set of reps, but towards the end, like, it's okay. You should be able to do, okay, here's the rule, right? You are stronger on the negative of the movement. So if you have to require a little bit of your body to get you past the contraction so that you can get the weight and do a few more negatives, that's fine, as long as you do it safely. So at a point where I can't strictly row anymore, I can give a little bit of movement to help me get it up and then ride it down and just let it tear apart and do that for maybe 1 or 2 reps. I feel really fucking good, man. I feel great. This is the watering hole here at Roman Empire. It's where the beasts come and gather. We're rocking the Hydro Jug discount code BEAST for 0% off at checkout. We are here on the MegaMass 45-degree Linear Row Pro. That's a lot to say, but this machine is legendary. Let's hop in it. We're gonna be using it today like a TBar row. So just planche your chest, grab that fucking bar. Let's get to work. Oh my God, guys, that feels amazing, dude. It is so smooth. Like with most T-bar rows, you're really just kind of here, but with this one, you get an insane stretch at the start. And then it naturally moves with your arms. As you can see, the angle lines up. So it feels so natural, like you're not fighting against the machine, which is hard to find sometimes. Oh my God. We're gonna put a 25 on. We're gonna go to the next. So I'm choosing to do a grip on the top here. You could do a close grip there, but it's just what I wanna do today. So let's make it fucking happen. Oh yeah. Like as I'm rowing, using the front pad as a way to, okay, so first, right, pull your elbows back. Don't come up here. That's not what we're trying to do on this one. Dig with your elbows, but at the same time, open and expand your chest, because that's another way to contract your back. If you're just doing this, you're not getting all the activation possible. You want to, boom, get a big chest. Come down, big chest, stretch, squeeze, okay? Don't limit yourself to this. All right, so let's get it. Bro, some people make the weirdest faces when they work out. They'll be like, some people's eyes roll in the back of their head. Some people's eyes go crossways. I hope I don't look like that, but we're gonna move on. I'm still waiting on the MegaMass pieces, but we're gonna hop over here to the Panata Powersmith Dual system. That's a mouthful, but one of the things that I like about the machine is it functions like a Smith machine, but it converges at the top, widens at the bottom, so it feels fucking awesome, bro. So let's load it up and get to work. Oh yeah, bro, let's go up and weight. That feels great. We're just gonna throw 2 plates on it, bro, and see where we land. We're nice and warm. I'm actually gonna count this as the first set. So let's just send it, baby. Y'all comment below how much I'm gonna get. See into the future. yeah, dude. 8 reps. Let's go. I'm gonna move that forward though. All right, we're not doing that again. We're gonna drop it down to a 25. That was an 8 solid reps for the chest. We're gonna move on down and move that rep range to about 10 to 12 now. All right, as you guys can see, just finished my set. I swear it was at 160, but now it's at 156. So if it's accurate, that's about where I'm finishing my sets at. Once it hits like 140 or 130, then I get back in it. But another way that I determine when it's time to hit my next set is when you can catch your breath. So you're of course not gonna be filming and talking for the most part. So just catch your breath, slow it down, calm your heart rate, so that when you get back into the exercise, you can really push yourself. But we're just gonna send it. So don't listen to my advice. Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh. Guys, you have to love this shit, man. I started training when I was 12 years old. I'm now 27, and I've been consistently training. And there's so many people that fall off. And there's 2 different types of motivation, right? You have the motivation where you're like, oh, you know, if I don't do it, dude, all these bad things are gonna happen to me. So I guess I gotta get my ass in the gym. But if you're someone like me, bro, you're in the fucking gym because you love it, dude. Like, you've learned to rewire your brain to where you feel this pain, that pump, and you just get excited, bro. Like, my nervous system literally operates different than somebody who comes in here and starts creating these negative associations to training. And you've got to be very aware of that, right? The associations you make with the things that you do guide your life. And if all you do is you come work out and all you think about is pain, bro, you're not gonna fucking do it. You're gonna fall off. But if you come in here and you're like, dude, I love training. I love doing this. I'm so proud of myself. This is fucking awesome. You will be drawn to it and nothing will stop you. Let's fucking get the next set, baby. Oh yeah. Let's go. Y'all gonna see me pose later. It's gonna be a quick one though, because you know I can't give y'all too much for free. But we got one more set on here, then we're gonna be moving on. Woo, we're gonna stay right here and we're gonna get it back up. Here we go. We're going all the way up. We're not gonna stop, baby. Here we go. We ain't a fucking quitter, baby. That's right. You saw that shit. About to black out, but it's fine. All right, good job, guys. You guys pushed me through it. Thanks for spotting. Now let's move on. All right, guys, we're on the Panata super vertical chest press. We're gonna warm up with this, see how it feels, and we're gonna move on up. Oh yeah, so that feels pretty good. We're gonna start off with 2 plates on each side, 25, and then probably finish with a 45. Oh my God, dude. One of the things you want to remember when you're training chest, you don't want to like collapse your chest. You want to keep it big. Take that sternum, push it up, man. Like get that bottom part of your chest out there. So when you're pressing, you're engaging every fiber you possibly can. So when you collapse your chest, you're just not gonna get the same squeeze. That's how I got this big titties. Oh my God, I'm telling you guys, you gotta fucking love this shit. Woo! Okay guys, so I kind of cut it short on the last one because this Mega Mass chest press that I'm so excited to show you guys is finally available. So I'm gonna put a 45 on it. Damn, I did it that fast. See, there's a 45 on it now. All right, let's see if we got 15 here. Oh, dude, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, let's do 15. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to up the weight. But then like 13 hit and it started burning. So we're gonna go up. So one of the things that makes this machine so special, well, one of my favorites is that it has this lever arm. So anything with the lever arm where the weights are like this, they feel so smooth because the weight is always heaviest at a 90-degree angle. So it stays in that range. If it goes further up, it gets a lot lighter. Further down, it gets lighter. But you have the adjustments for the depth of the machine. You can move the seat in and out so it's flat or decline. And lastly, this thing is just fucking amazing, bro. Like, it's hard to comprehend unless you actually use it. So let's fucking use it. Oh, bro. Oh, by the way, I do all the social media for the gym here. So if you actually go and look at the Instagram page, you'll see the type of stuff that we post. A lot of that is showing off these machines. Like, these machines are so fucking cool, dude. Who doesn't want to come get a day pass and check this shit out? All right, we got 2 plates on each side. We're gonna do this as the last set. Ideally, you want to progressively get heavier as you do each rep or each set. So like, for example, you might start your first working set with 15 reps, second one with 12, third one with 10, last one, set number 4 with 8 or 6. So you're generally trying to progress your way into a heavier weight because at the end, you're also getting your strength gains too. So, oh, that feels fucking good. Let's go. I think that might be it for chest. So let's move on to the back machine. Okay, the next machine that we're on is the Mega Mass Linear Row. This thing is insane. Mega Mass Explode Linear Row. All right, so it's the same like the chest press, dude. The leverage and everything feels amazing. So we already got 2 plates on it. I'm warmed up, baby. We're ready to get to our working set. We're gonna do this close grip here. And push your chest into the pad. Oh yeah. Oh my God, bro. Woo! That feels heavy, but it also Dude, this pad is like wide enough where you get such a good amount of like stability from it. And my back is on fire, dude. I love this machine. We're almost done with the workout. We gotta power through. It's when you're tired that it matters the most. So let's keep the intensity. All right, now it's getting heavy. We're gonna drop that 45, we're gonna put a 25, and we're gonna get that set. Holy moly. All right, guys, that's it for this back machine. We're gonna move on to our last chest exercise. Chest exercise. Chest exercise. Next exercise is gonna be this Panata Dual system upper. I'm gonna finish off chest with this incline movement. It feels very similar to the first one that we did over here. And we have it at a pretty steep incline. We really wanna get those clavicles, baby, so let's do it. You know, sometimes I throw a weight around, like on the machine, and I don't even know if I can do it, but I usually just trust that it'll work out. Oh yeah. Oh. One of the good things about creating internal pressure when you're pressing, sometimes my arms go numb. It just feels like I'm a balloon inflating, and I swear it works. All right, here we go, guys. Set number 2. Remember the whole movement. Kai Green says this all the time, but it's like meditation. You're just getting a stretch and a solid squeeze. And a lot of people, they kind of run away from the pain while they're doing the exercise, and they try to rush to the end, but that's not going to help you develop good muscles. People who actually love it and build good physiques, they are looking to stay in that pain. So they get in the stretch. It feels amazing. You feel it all the way through, and then you contract as hard as you can, and you squeeze, and you're not running from it. You're not trying to chase the end number. You're just enjoying your time there. And if you could do that, dude, imagine how much that adds up. Every fucking set, every workout for years. That's why some people look insane and others don't. Among many other reasons. Perfect example of ballooning. Oh, I'm natty, by the way. I know a lot of you guys were wondering this whole video of whether I was natty or not. Yes, I'm fucking natty. Started training at 12, like I said, always been active. I debated it at around 17 or 18. I was like, steroids sounds fucking great, man. You can train hard, train for a long time, get huge, but I'll be honest with you, I knew right away, I don't want to compete. I don't care to be on stage, man. Like, I'm training because I love fucking training. And so I knew that the risk and reward, the risk wasn't going to be for me. You know, it's not a trade-off I wanted to make. I knew that I could still love training, still look fucking great, be athletic, be healthy, without having to take shit and worry about that. And I'm glad, because now I have a family. I have a little daughter. I have a boy on the way. And I've been able to be more successful in my life because I can actually focus on what I'm doing to grow my income and not getting so fucking taken away with bodybuilding and spending all my money on that, because it's extremely competitive. You are playing a game of genetics and work ethic, and it's extremely hard. And you have to be real with yourself. if you're not willing to walk that path for a long time and you're wanting to sacrifice family and a lot of this other stuff, not everybody does, but that's why I didn't choose to do it. Oh, we're not gonna stop. Come on. Oh, come on. Woo. Woo. All right, guys. We're gonna head to the posing room. Just gonna hit a couple shots, and that is it for the video. So let's get up there. All right, guys, that's it for the workout. You're about to witness me pose for a little bit, so stay tuned. We did it. All right, that took a minute, but here we are, guys. Oh, stop your workout. Make sure you end it. All right, guys, so this is how we're looking right now. I'm about 3% body fat. Not just messing with you, but here we are. Woo! Feeling pretty good. Well, a little back shot. Let's fucking go. We'll do this side here. Woo! That's it for this workout, guys. Thanks for watching today. Stay tuned for the next one. Let's go, baby.